Dinner around our table was always hilarious. We'd sit down and it didn't matter how tough the day was. Somebody would say something and something would spark off that, and then it would all go downhill from there. And, we just used to roar with laughter. Well, John was first diagnosed in 2010. He had suffered a massive seizure. He'd been in hospital, he had a scan, and they discovered that he had a brain tumour. And so he ended up having surgery. And after that surgery, we were told that he wouldn't see Christmas that year, which was devastating. It was really devastating. And the awful fact was that not only was I going to lose my husband and the children their father, but I had to come home and tell them without him. John's expectation of the hospice might have been, well, that's where people go to die. And he was so poorly that he did think at that time he might die. I loaded him in the car and took him down to St Julia's, and I saw him settled, and then I got in the car and parked the car in the car park, and by the time I walked back into St Julia's, it was like a massive weight had just been lifted, and I just thought, he's going to be okay. And within a couple of hours, it was like the whole world turned upside down. And the really sick, dying man that I'd brought in was sat up in bed, smiling, and he even managed a bowl of soup for tea. He hadn't eaten for days. We were actively encouraged to be us, to carry on being the people that we were and the family that we were. We could be ourselves, and there was a lot of laughter. Our experience was that we did lose John at the end of it. But John was given so much extra time. He was given such a quality of life that I know full well that he wouldn't have had if he'd have been at home. When John was at the hospice, I didn't have to fight for him. It meant that I didn't have to be his carer. I could just be his wife, and his children could just be his children.